Welcome back to the channel. This is Andrew, running with Dr. Andrew. Today is ending week number 15 of my marathon training. And today I'm going to attempt to do a 20-mile run. We'll see how the legs feel. Feeling pretty good so far. Nice and cool weather this morning, about 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Supposed to get up around 70 later on today, so trying to get it in before it starts to heat up there. All right, guys, let's go running. Alright guys, I'm about 8.5 miles. I decided just to do 10 miles today. Got a little bit of soreness, kind of strain on my hamstring, so don't really want to push it and delay any other training for next week. Anyway, I'm really into the downslide, the tapering phase. I got 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, so definitely just kind of recover and take care of the body and make sure that I am healthy for the start line. Definitely done a lot of miles. This training period I did go up to 23 miles, so I feel confident about the distance. It's right now it's just more about making sure I'm healthy and take care of this little bit of strength. It's not too bad, I can still run on it, but I just want to take it easy and try to recover for the rest of the day and get ready for next week's training. Definitely like to do, I've done 50 miles this week, so, and then maybe about 45 miles next week, and then kind of decrease them maybe to 35 miles the previous week there. So definitely I think I've got the endurance. I know I can go the distance, and I know I can go the speed because I've been working on it there too. So I did a pretty good 8-mile tempo run at 7:46 minute pace on Tuesday, so I'm pretty confident about the speed. This is now recovering the legs, and definitely you can tell a certain training point that, you know, all the training's kind of catching up, and now it's time to repair. So definitely use these next 20 days or so just to kind of recover and making sure that everything is nice and ready for start line. So that's all that matters, as long as you're healthy and getting there. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I try to preach anyway. So all right guys, we'll see you at the end of 10 miles there. Alright guys, I just did my 10-mile run. It was a pretty good run. Like I said, I had a little bit of twinge on my hamstring, my right hamstring, so I was taking it easy. Want to make sure that it's nothing that's a long-term type of injury there too. So just taking it easy, and go ahead and maybe, you know, not not do the 20 miles, just do 10. I feel like I feel pretty confident with the distance. My longest run of the training block was 23 miles so far, and so I feel pretty confident with the mileage anyway. And the speed too, so definitely we'll be still working on a little bit of the speed. We'll see how the hamstring feels tomorrow, and then we'll go from there too. So again, just whenever you're tapering, just experience, especially this tapering, it seems like at the end of the taper, it feels like strains start to kind of come up a little bit easier than compared to any other week of running. I'm running less mileage, but I feel like my body's trying to recuperate, so definitely have to be a little careful the next 3 weeks. So I got 3 weeks to taper, and so that doesn't mean tapering doesn't mean for me to not run. So I'll be still running, maybe at least 45 miles, and next week maybe 35 miles, and then obviously the week of the marathon, maybe 20 miles, maybe 15, 20 miles or so. The week of marathon I'll actually be in Houston, Texas, so it'll be a little difficult to run anyway. But we'll definitely get a few mileage in, so kind of stretch the legs out, do some strides, some shakeout runs, and things like that to see, get ready for the marathon. So I'm pretty excited about this week to really test out the tapering method, and really trust my training throughout the few weeks that we've had. This is week 15. Been doing about this is an 18-week program that I kind of developed myself, and so I started off at 18 weeks. I was kind of eager to start the training, so I started early, and it was basically at first it was more base building mileage, and then start adding more intense tempo runs. Like this week I did an 8-mile tempo run with a 2-mile warm-up, a 2-mile cool down, and it was very intense. It was a great run. It was pretty hilly around here, so doing a 7:46 minute pace is pretty decent for me, and this terrain anyway too, so I was pretty pleased with that. And also today's run was pretty good. I think it was like 9:15 minute pace or so not too bad for having a little bit of a hamstring a strain or a little bit of pain there too, so it was doing pretty good. I was pretty pleased with it. My pacing felt pretty comfortable. I feel like I could have gone to the 20 miles pretty comfortably, but like I said, that hamstring was kind of making me a little nervous, so I want to just make sure that I recover well from that, and not strain myself too much, just to try to get 20 miles in. So, and sometimes that's just how it goes with training. So you just got to make sure that you are healthy at the start line. That's what I want to be, is healthy in the start line, and then we go from see where we go from there, and hope for the best. If I do get 3:30, or if I get 3:54, which is a minute faster than the last time I ran that race. So either way, or if finishing is the number one thing. Is no matter what the time is, as long as I finish it, that's what it amounts to, is finishing your marathon. So and just getting out there. So I think that it's exciting to get out there, share that race with everyone. I'm pretty excited about that. It's a really great race. I did that race, shared it last year, so I had a little different camera. This year I'll take the GoPro out, and so it should be a little bit more enjoyable. And there's a lot of people cheering and things like that, so it's a great race. It's a big loop, so it's nice to go out because you see a different scenery each time. Run through a baseball field, and it's just a lot of fun. And last year it was raining, and I was really surprised there were a lot of people out there in the rain cheering you on. So I was very impressed with the spectators out there and the volunteers. They stuck with you, and so it was definitely great to do that. So and so that concludes week number 15. Week number 16, we're going to definitely try to do 45 miles and go from there. So let me know how your training's going, and are you doing any type of marathons, or what's going on with your training out there, or is there any future races? I know we're starting to get kind of into Some marathons are happening, and then probably where I live at, there's a lot of 5Ks that happen too, like in April and May, June, and July. So that's pretty exciting to start those 5Ks and this year. And so this ends this video. So I hope everyone keeps safe out there, keep running, and I'll see you next time.